Namaste and welcome to my channel Deep Astro Universe. Today I'll be talking about the four Lagnas Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer. How will be your March 2025? So before I begin, let me brief you out about the transits which are happening in March. You'll find Saturn will enter the Pisces sign by the end of March. In between, Sun will also enter the Pisces sign, whereas Mercury already joined Pisces sign from 1st March, so it's already there. So this is the whole scenario you will find, and slowly and steadily, these all planets will combine together in the Pisces sign. So wheresoever your Pisces sign fall, mind it, there is a huge burst of energy happening in that particular house. So don't assume that everything is going to be fair and good for you. It could even bring some some kind of uh, resentment, like which will somewhere bring difficulties and even regret for what you did in this time period. So now, before I begin with Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer, let me tell you, these all signs, whatever I'm telling you about the month of March 2025, everything fructify if your Mahadasha, Antardasha, Pratyantadasha is somewhere giving you that kind of result. Is talking about certain circumstances where you will get those results. If not, then you need to wait for the results, because ultimately Mahadasha Antarprityantar gives its result along with the transit, but transits matter. How the transit matter? Sometimes you get the result before the transit, sometimes you get the result after the transit period. So now let's begin for Aries Lagna. For Aries Lagna, Mars being your Lagna Lord and the eighth house Lord is currently transiting, in the Cancer sign in your. So Mars is currently there in your Gemini sign. So because Mars is there in the Gemini sign, and it will enter the Cancer sign in the month of April, but before that it's now currently there in the Gemini sign. So because it's there in the third house, so first house lord in the third house and eighth house lord in the third house definitely talks about some new initiations, but you need to put a lot of effort and hard work. That will give you some good gains, but ultimately it will come after a lot of hard work, lot of perseverance, lot of day and night effort. Okay, so you cannot get result until unless you put a lot of effort. So there you can even have clashes with your siblings and some kind of mental disturbance, or some kind of health issues also, because ultimately the eighth house lord is going to bring a lot of difficulties in your efforts. So ultimate thing will be you need to put lot of efforts in this time period, especially in the month of March, because this is the transit which is talking about anything that you expect from your life, that will come only when you put efforts. Okay, and sometimes you will see your efforts are going all in vain. So you have to make sure how you are in building your skills at this time. Same goes for Saturn will be there in the Aquarius sign in your 11th house, and it will enter Pisces sign on 29th March. So by the time Saturn is there, it will even combine with Sun will remain in the Aquarius sign with Saturn till 14th March, and on 14th March it will enter the Pisces sign. So all the planets are there in these signs. So Aquarius sign talks about it's a it's a vessel filled with either water or some kind of nectar. So you need to see that, because it's the 11th house lord, it talks about all the desires, but sometimes these desires only get fulfilled if you are connected to your roots, because the 11th to 11th is the ninth house. So now in the 11th house, when Saturn and Sun will be there till 14th March, mind it, this could be some of the best time for you to gain a position in life, for government position, for any kind of recognition in life. The till 14 months is the one of the best time for you. Along with that, it's a good time for your children also to get recognition and to gain something, some position in their life. And mind it, this is even the time when you can find a solution if you are having troubles in child progeny. Then this time you can expect some kind of good news from that side. Even because currently Jupiter is there and it is in the forward motion in your second house, it is talking about some wealth accumulation, and all this will happen before all the planets accumulate in the Pisces sign from the end of March. These all results you are going to get by the end of March itself only. So major results for Aries Lagna will come by the end of March. Later you will see the result coming after May. So in this time period, you will see some recognition, some growth, some wealth related things might happen, might fructify, your desires get fulfilled regarding you, your education, your children, their education, several things, and even related to finance also. But mind it, is still because Sun and Saturn are there together, it can create some kind of ego clashes in your profession with your colleagues. Okay, that can happen, but still it's a good time. Now, later Sun will enter the Pisces sign where Mercury is there, Venus is there, and Rahu is there. Rahu, Venus, Mercury combination is quite good. Venus is, exalted in the Pisces sign, while Mercury is debilitated. But because Venus is exalted and will remain over there till May end, so it is like a Neech Bhang Rajyog for Mercury. So it's a strong Rajyog forming between Rahu, Mercury, and Venus. That means many of you might get opportunity from abroad, MNCs, anyone trying for any kind of spiritual growth, export import, marriage, love marriage, and in other caste or some other religion, some culturally other person, or you wanted to do some investment in cryptocurrency, other multinational companies like that, or you wanted to shift to abroad or different state, different place. These all things will happen, but mind it, is still some expenditures can happen. And this is the time when you will like to enjoy the worldly and bed pleasures also, because ultimately it's the house of bed pleasures also, so you can gain from there also. Other than that, this is the house of hospitality, and even one who is working as a nursing, okay, in police service. This is a good time when Sun will conjoin these three planets. Though Sun will make us because it will combine with a shadowy planet, so it's not good. Even with Venus also it's not good, but still with Mercury it will give Buddhadit Yog. So it's like an eclipse for the time being from 14th March till 14th April. But in this time period when it will be close to Mercury, this is the time when you can gain some position in government, especially related to hospitality, nursing, and police, or any armed forces like that. And definitely your position can rise, especially in MNCs, multinational companies, or going abroad, but your expenditures will be quite high at this time. Now, as I said, Jupiter is there in the Taurus sign. Jupiter in the Taurus sign talks about that there is sudden transformation and change in your career, daily life, some inheritance, gain of inheritance, but it's still health issues can be major factor for you at this time. Now, Venus will get retrograde from 2nd March, and Mercury will get retrograde from from 15th March. So these two planets will be retrograde. So when Sun will enter, it will find that these two planets are already retrograde. That means being in the 12th house, these two planets will give effect of the 11th house. So it will appear to be moving backward. So Sun will combine with three retrograde planets is a heavy karma. So make sure life's biggest changes are going to come for Aries Lagna people in the bad way also. Okay, in these 2 months, April and May, so you have to be little bit precautious for the health, your brother's health, enmity, any kind of issues regarding loan, anything to do with your children, all these things you have to make sure you take care of all these things in your life, because majorly some losses could also be there. at this time. As I said, Ketu is there in the sixth house. Ketu is currently fine over here because ultimately it's getting the aspect of Jupiter, so it will give you good result. Now things will start moving in your daily life. So if you are making all those routines and those routines were bursting out just because you were not getting the outcome, now because of the aspect of Jupiter and because things are moving ahead, this Ketu will give you really good result from the sixth house. Now talking about Taurus, for Taurus Lagna, your Lagna Lord in March will be there in the Pisces sign. It's exalted for you. This is the best time because your Lagna Lord is exalted and your sixth house Lord in the 11th house where Pisces sign falls. So mind it, for Taurus Lagna, your Lagna Lord, 6th house Lord in the 11th house, when it's get exalted with Rahu, it is already retrograde from 2nd March, and Mercury will also get retrograde on 15 March. It's making Neech Bhang Raj Yog. So together these three planets will give you lot of desires. Okay, ultimately your desires will be quite high at this time. Desires related to your daily life, desires related to money, desires related to salary. Maybe you want to buy something on rent, loan, or that desire. Sixth house is all about your past life karmas. It's And sixth house is the, it's like Shadripus. It has everything. Okay, now from that place, when Venus is going in the 11th house, it will bring the heavy karmas of desires from that house, and you, some desires will definitely get fulfilled, like if you want to have a good salary, money related, or related to your marriage, related to childbirth, education, some creative work, you will get recognition. Recognition where? Recognition on the media, social media, or in the public domain. And ultimately you will see your efforts will give you right result, because the third house Lord is all about uh, the skills that you are developing, the hard work that you are putting. Those hard work are going to give you some really good result in your life. Now, as I said, it's a good time for you. Now Saturn is there in the 10th house. It is marking the end over there, and till 14th March Sun will also combine with Saturn. So Sun together with Saturn will somewhere bring lot of hectic. Some recognition can come your way in your career, because Sun is ultimately the fame. So some public domain recognition can come, and there will be some kind of struggle between your home life and career. So you are not able to balance. And fourth house is not just about your home life, but your inner peace also. So somewhere you will find it really struggling to balance out the home life, your mental peace with your career. And even some kind of ego clashes can happen with your mother also. So that is also possible. Now this was happening in your 10th house. Later, when Sun will enter the Pisces sign on 14th March, it will find retrograde Mercury, retrograde Venus, and Rahu, which is always retrograde, where in the 11th house. So now in the 11th house from 14th March, these all four planets will combine together, and Saturn will enter by the end of March on 29th March. So these planets together in the 11th house will bring lot of energy. Now Sun feels comfortable with Mercury, but somewhere it burns out the energy of Venus, so it's not comfortable with Venus. Now coming to Rahu, it is like an eclipse. So ultimately Sun will give good result with Mercury, but we must understand any planet which goes in the 11th house, it is going to give you, impart you good result only. But how it will give, you need to make sure that Sun feels comfortable only with Mercury. While with Venus, definitely this can give you good materialistic gain. Okay, but when it comes to your personal life, whether for childbirth, relationship, that can burn that energy. Okay, so your ego can rise at this time. Lot of ego can rise at this time, and that ego can burn your relations. Okay, can burn your relations. So this is the thing which can happen in the 2 months, April and May, is that your ego will boost, because some of your desires are going to get fulfilled at this time. You can get name and fame also, sudden name and fame, and because of which the Sun with Venus can burn the energy of relationship part over here. So mind it, here Venus denotes you. So some not just relationship, but the way you look, your beauty, your inner beauty can be burned out because of your ego, your fame. And even the sixth house talks about your enemies, your past life deeds. So even some amount of that energy will also burn out, but still it can create enemies also for you. Okay, so both the things can happen. You have to understand, even if it's 11th house, it will give you a lot of desires, it will fulfill your desires, but some uh, unbalanced energies will always be there, because ultimately these planets are not completely benefic for you. Mercury is benefic for this lagna, Venus is benefic, Rahu is good for them, but Sun brings the neutral energy. It's a neutral for you, but ultimately Sun with Venus will give you good result, not the best of result, but Sun with Mercury will give you best result, and Sun with Rahu will bring eclipse in your life. It will give you fame. Okay, that fame will be of short duration, mind it. Okay, now talking about Jupiter is currently in the forward motion in your lagna, and because Jupiter is in the forward motion in your lagna, mind it, this Jupiter in the lagna is giving you a clear picture to move ahead in your life. Be positive, because the next atichari motion of Jupiter for the next 5 years in Gemini, Cancer, is going to bring lot of good things in your life. And even this is time for settling down for marriage if you are unmarried, even for education, whether it be bachelor's, master's, PhD. You can join any teaching, you can become a teacher, professor, academics, some creative work, childbirth, pilgrimage travels, all these things. I'm sure that many of the Taurians might have traveled to any pilgrimage, okay, in this 1 year time period, from last year May 2024 till now, till May 2025. You will definitely travel to a pilgrimage. That's the reason I said Taurians could be one of them, whether be moon sign, lagna, or sun sign, could be one who might have visited, this Kumbh Mela, because it's their chart is supporting a lot to this kind of pilgrimage travel. And even because the Rahu is currently about to enter your 10th house, and it shows that many of you will visit cities which are near to Ganges, River Ganga. Okay, so this is the one kind of a prediction which is forming for you in the month of March. Other than that, if I talk about Ketu is currently there in the fifth house. So if you were married, you were having child, or you were having your own kids, then your focus was not towards your kids, your focus was not towards your education. If your children are there, their focus was not there towards their education. You were not working creatively, your mind intellect was not giving you correct focus, you were deviating a lot from your relationship also, lot many things were happening. But just because Jupiter is currently now in the forward motion, it's giving aspect to Ketu in the fifth house. So definitely you are progressing. The desires related to children, your education, creativity, your name, fame is going to give you lot of achievements and this time. So this is the situation forming for Taurus Lagna. Now if I talk about the Gemini, for Gemini, if you see, your Lagna Lord is Mercury, and it is currently there in the Pisces sign in the 10th house. And Venus is already there, it's exalted, but Mercury gets debilitated in the Pisces sign, but it is forming a Neech Bhang Raj Yog because of the Venus. Rahu is there in the 10th house, Ketu in the 4th house. Now, Venus will get retrograde from 2nd March, Mercury will get retrograde on 15th March. So, these three planets are very comfortable with each other, and they are functional benefit for you in the 10th house. So somewhere they are going to impart really good result. That's the reason I said Geminis can get attracted to someone in their career, in their profession. They will bring a lot of changes in their career right now. Some travels can happen, some changes can happen, some expenditures will happen, attraction will happen. They will use their creativity, they will use their lot of creative and intelligence in their profession to do something. Okay, they will get name, fame also. Now, till 14th March, Sun and Saturn are there in the ninth house. So this talks about, because Sun is the lord of the third house and Saturn being the lord of the eighth and ninth house. So it's also talks about those situations where you need to develop your skills. Some certification and coursework is required. You need to develop your skills at this time. You need to put extra effort, and this could be the expectation of your bosses, of your authorities, or professors, whosoever, what kind of work you are doing. It also means that some of you can get a career related to academics, whether be professor, scientist, anything like that, or you can travel also at this time, depending on the Mahadasha Antar Pratantar Dasha. Now, Sun on 14th March will enter the Pisces sign. Here, it will find two planets which will get a retrograde: Venus from 2nd March, Mercury from 15th March, and Rahu is always retrograde. So these three retrograde planets with Sun will bring lot of imbalanced energies in the 10th house. So you need to remember this: Sun with Rahu, it's an eclipse. Now Sun with Mercury, it's a Buddhaditya Yoga. But retrograde, you will use your intellect in a very creative manner, in a very analytical manner. Now, Sun with Venus, retrograde Venus, it's good for all the materialistic desires, name, fame, but it is not good for relationship part. It burns out the energy which is related to your relationship. That soft energy gets burnt out. That's why Sun with Venus, it's like, if you are looking for love marriage, it's not good for love marriage. If you're looking for your your emotions get burned, your emotions get burnt out at this in this combination. Now, if I talk about what will exactly happen, then when Sun will enter the 10th house, it will form a Buddhaditya Yoga with Mercury, which will be quite good for materialistic growth in your career. So your efforts till now, whatever efforts you were putting, it will give you now that kind of result where you will feel comfortable, and you will find that inner peace. So some changes can also happen. Venus is present, so some changes will definitely happen in your career. Changes, travels, movement, these all situation can form, but recognition will also come, because Sun and Rahu will give you that ego inside your mind and your soul, that now you are at the position where you can, you can rule other, because Rahu in the 10th house talks about ruling over others. So this will be the time period, and because this is forming only for 2 months, minded, it is a short duration fame which can come in your career, and definitely some changes will come. Changes, I said, not losses. Losses is something where everything will get lost and you won't get anything, but here I'm talking about changes, because the 5th house lord and the 12th house lord also talks about the losses. Travels can happen, changes will happen, but in a very good way. Okay, but mind it, you need to be aware of the ego clashes. Don't have ego clashes, because ultimately then things will get difficult, but ultimately it talks about changes in your career. Ketu is already there in the 4th house. Whenever Rahu, Ketu are there in the 10th and 4th axis, it talks about the transformation in the home life. Whether you change your home because of the career, city you change, place you change, or you renovate your home, okay? And your office also. It depends what's the situation. Jupiter is currently there in the 12th house, and it is now in the forward motion. So, till now, Jupiter was creating a lot of fuss in your life because of the 10th house lord and the 7th house lord being in the 12th house. So losses in career, travels in career, expenditures, if you wanted to get married, proposals came, but they all ended up being nothing in your life. And then even in relationship, if you were already married, there also you found some kind of separation with your spouse, whether be physical or mental, emotional. Such troubles were already there, but because now it's in the forward motion and Jupiter is about to enter the Gemini sign, it will give you good result of it. So whatever changes now going to come in your life from March, April till mid of May, those changes are ultimately going to be far better for you, because the next transit of Jupiter in the Lagna is going to bring the optimistic energy, which will bring some major changes in your life. So you have to be now little bit cautious how you approach your uh, elders, authorities, and how you approach other people. Okay, because especially in profession, if you are in any kind of profession. Now, as I have dealt with a lot of things, now we'll talk about Mars. Mars is currently there in the Gemini sign. Okay, as I said, for Taurians also, Gemini. Mars is there in the second house, so they need to be cautious about their words, how they are speaking with their family. They can have fights, but still they will focus on their uh, wealth, and their energy will only go on the family and money related matters. Now, because for Gemini it is happening in their Lagna, so you need to be little bit cautious about your own frustration and energies, because Mars there in the Lagna talks about a lot of frustration in your life, a lot of anger, and because of that anger and frustration you can burst out on your siblings, on your spouse, or even on your in-laws, other people also. So you need to be little bit cautious. You can control this energy of Mars by exercising, doing weight training, drinking a lot of water. So this is my remedy. Now coming up to Cancer Lagna. For Cancer Lagna, you need to remember, like, because everything that is happening is there in the ninth house. Okay, so some major events are going to happen for you, especially for you, because it is happening in the ninth house, and all the planets are moving from the eighth house to the ninth house. I can understand Cancer people were dealing with lot of trouble, just because if it's your moon sign, then Ashtam Shani Dhaya was going on. If it is Lagna also, then also eighth house Saturn is little bit difficult. Even if it's there in its Mool Trikon sign, it is going to bring lot of difficulties, up and downs, struggles in your life. So now from here, when Saturn will enter the ninth house, so firstly, Saturn is there in the Aquarius sign with Sun till 14th March. So this means the second house lord and the seventh, eighth house lord. Some troubles could be there in your marriage, your business, family related, inheritance related matter, or your family or in-laws family related matters. These could be the issues that can form at this time. But still, if you are looking for some kind of government recognition or money from government, uh, or anything to do with inheritance also, your father's inheritance gain from your father's business, then this is the right time for you. Okay, but still it is struggling, because this energy is forming in the eighth house. It's not good. So as I said, issue between your family, in-laws family, your family, and inheritance, uh, issues with your family business, issues with in your marriage, that can at this time can pop up. Now, even Cancer Lagna people or moon sign people were already facing this problem, okay, because of the Saturn in the eighth house. Now, when Sun will move from 14th March to Pisces sign, so from that time, from 14th March, when it will enter the Pisces sign, second house lord in the ninth house, it will find Venus is there, which is retrograde from 2nd March. Mercury is there, which will get retrograde from 15th March, and Rahu, which is always retrograde. Now, you need to remember this. For Cancer Lagna, Venus is Lord of their 11th house and their 4th house. So, it's malefic for them. Mercury is also malefic for them, not so good. Rahu doesn't feel comfortable, okay, because it's a Cancer sign. They get mental issues. Many of the Cancer Lagna or moon sign people, if they have badly placed Rahu, that can give them mental troubles, uh, mind related problems, okay, instability in their life, anxiety, tension, depression, all these kind of things. Now, because these planets, the 11th house lord retrograde, the 12th house lord retrograde in the ninth house, the third and fourth house lord, then second house lord will sun will also enter there. So ninth house will be filled with so many planets over there. What ultimately you are going to get is that some people might leave their home and go to some faraway place. Okay, travels are indicated at this time. Health issue to your mother can happen. Okay. Then father can also deal with some kind of health issues, mother can also deal with some kind of health issues, but you will travel. You will definitely leave your home and travel. Problem with your father and authorities can also happen at this time, you need to be aware. But ultimately, some recognition, uh, especially recognition by getting a position in some, whatever your career might be, to a far away place, maybe abroad or some different state, maybe in academics or maybe in MNC. You will get a recognition, a position where you need to change your place. Okay, change your position, so your position will also rise. Okay, you will get to an authoritative position also, maybe a position better than what it was earlier. So these things are indicated for the Cancer Lagna people. Now, other than that, as I said, Mars is currently there in the Gemini sign this whole month in your 12th house. 12th house Mars is considered little bit difficult. Why I'm saying that? Because ultimately you need to understand, though it is your fifth house lord, though it is your 10th house lord, it's a good planet. Okay, for Cancer Lagna, it's a functional benefic planet. But when it is going in the 12th house, that means there is some major change in your career. You need to move or shift to some faraway place, maybe abroad, maybe to different state where culturally different people will interact with you. So those situations are forming. Either it will happen with you, but even it can happen with your children also. If you are older and you're matured, your children are that age, who are working in some company or in academics, who are doing something, they can shift from one place to another. Even you will shift from one place to another. Other than that, this Mars will bring certain energy, which is, whenever it is there in the 12th house, it brings that inner anger in you, frustration and anger in you, which at times you will burst out when you are there on bed. Okay, you will, maybe you are on a phone call, you are talking with someone, you are on bed, and you burst out your anger. This situation will form, means bursting out your anger while you are traveling or while you are on bed, then you are going to burst your anger, and that anger could be really detrimental, especially because the fourth aspect is going on the third house. You can have clashes with your siblings or your neighbors. You can have fights on the daily basis, because ultimately the seventh aspect is on the sixth house, which is the daily life. Daily you can have fight till the time it is there in the Gemini sign in your 12th house, and it will even aspect your seventh house. Daily you will have fight with your spouse, your siblings, your neighbors. This situation can form for the month of March. So Cancer, and some troublesome situation can happen, like some court case, litigation, all these situation can also happen. Okay, and even something related to loan. So mind it, this situation can form depending on how you are dealing with a particular Mahadasha, Antapritanta Dasha. So I've talked about all the planets. Jupiter is currently there in the 11th house. Now Jupiter, if the Mahadashanta Pitanta is there of Jupiter, so Jupiter is like your ninth house lord, and it is there in the 11th house. That means definitely these people are going to prosper at this time. Some travels will be there. Foreign connection will form. Foreign doesn't mean people who are of different country. Even in your same country, different state, different language, different culture, you will interact with these people and you will gain through them some increment in your salary, financially your desires can fulfill, your circle will increase. Something related to children, marriage can happen at this time, childbirth is indicated. You can start a new business also. So all these things are indicated for you, but as I said, difficulties are even seen, but you need to move ahead, because later the transit appears to be some energies of ninth house are going to bring sudden lot of changes in your life, where movement will be there, changes will be there. Some changes could be good for you, some changes can be bad for you. Now, this was all for Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer Lagna. If you really like this video, please do subscribe to my channel, Deep Astro Universe. Thank you so much.